Good morning, Al. Alright, this was hilarious. I just had this conversation with this lady on TikTok, and I typed out the 45-second presentation. This is what I think it means, because I asked her what she did, and then she's like, she's a hotel manager, been doing it for 4 years. I'm like, great. What, do you not work or something? I'm like, no. I'm like, well, do you know how, I said, interesting, well, do you know how people want to would love to own their lives, meaning having more time, money, health? She's like, yeah. I'm like, alright. So I sent the first part of the 45-second presentation, because I said, alright, well, this is what I think it means to own your life. When you subtract out the sleeping time, commuting time, working time, and time for things you gotta do each and every day of your life, most people only have an hour or two left to do the things they want to do. And then would they have the money to do it? She wrote back, I can't remember what she wrote back, but then I wrote back the second half, like, we have discovered a system, we have discovered a way by which you can learn how to own your life by starting a home-based business, and we have a system for doing it that is so simple anybody can do it. It doesn't require sewing, and the best part is it won't take much of your time. If you're interested, I'll get you some information. And then, sent it. Then I asked her, when you want the next step, would you like the next step? She's like, no, I don't think I would. I'm like, perfect. Not everyone's meant to own their lives, so she commented back, only God will own my life. I'm like, that's funny. You're voluntarily becoming a slave, parentheses, working for your job, the hotel, which is making them your master, because God clearly states in His Word, you should have no other master than Him. So if you're an employee, you're letting your employer become your master. You're placing him above God. It's common sense. If you want to give God due diligence and due justice, be like the old prophet back in the day. Jesus was a carpenter. What was it? John or Paul was a fisherman. Like, a bunch of them are fishermen, but they're all independent contractors. They all work for themselves. They all had home-based businesses. They were not employees giving ownership of their lives to their employers. So starting a home-based networking business is your best opportunity for owning your life. Why? Because you control your time, you control your money, you can control the effort you put into it, and by simply sharing a simple system, you're helping other people. So I told her, I'm like, so are you gonna help me? I'm like, of course. My industry is a helping industry. The only way for you to succeed is by helping other people succeed. So it's not hard, y'all. But you need to properly educate yourself on how to go about owning your life. Because, let's face it, working more hours is not the answer. Selling more products or services is not the answer. It can make you a lot of money doing that, but it's not going to give you the time freedom you want. The only way you're going to own your life outside of building a home-based referral marketing business is by investing and creating enough passive residual cash flow to support yourself. Or you can build a traditional business. It's going to take you years and years to get the business big enough to the point where you have enough employees or enough sales reps or whatever selling for you, so you can keep getting the residuals or renewals or whatever you want to call it in your industry. That's fine. You can do that. But the best opportunity for the average person is not starting out with a bunch of capital or does not have the means to start a traditional business and the time to devote to building it big and successful. Build a home-based referral marketing business. Utilize the Own Your Life system. It's very simple. Simply go about your day sharing something you're personally benefiting from. In that way, you can give more time to devoting to your family, to your loved ones, to God, to whatever. But a lot of people will like to justify, the only person that can own their life is God, but they're giving ownership of their lives to their employer. If you're not going to even follow the principles or guidelines laid out in the Bible by God, don't try to justify it and say, God's the only one that can own your life, or God got me, or whatever. You're not even living up to the standards that God has set. If you are an employee working for someone else, you've made them your master. So accept the fact that you don't believe in God, you don't believe in the guidelines laid out by Him, and you don't want to better your situation. But whatever, subscribe, follow, like, comment, share, all that social media stuff. If you're watching this on TikToks and the super things, diamonds, and all those hearts, because why not? Show you actually care more than just simply going through life entertaining yourself. You want to better your situation. And again, I'll add the link to the ebook and audiobook so you can educate yourself on the industry and the system that allows you to own your life, so you can have and get more out of life. So y'all be great.